Welcome back, everyone. I am here to show y'all what we've been working on. Now, if you type /menu, I've been working on a very beautiful resource pack. So here we have the main menu. You have Discord, referrals, so you can get bonuses from referring players to the server, vote, rules, travel menu. Then part of this game's core mechanic is that you unlock game mechanics, basically plug-in permissions through dungeon raids and collecting lost knowledge in the dungeons. And here's basically a research tree that we have developed with all these amazing items. The arrows will turn gray if you haven't unlocked them, and green if you have unlocked them. You can see nice little right click for tutorial. And let's see, if I just deop myself, deop Kogara real quick, then you can also see that you left click to buy. Cute little thing. I got add a return button. I forgot about that. Oh well. Then I love to see that we've added our classes menu. So we have 5 different main classes. We have the assault, which are basically meant to just be continuous DPS, and for them we have the monk, we have attack, defense, speed, health, and other. Other is just sort of a general term to be able to catch anything else that I want to give stats to. You get a skill tree, and then a quick description on how they work. You can go back to the main classes menu. So this is then all the subclasses. Then of course we have premium ones. Archer, you get descriptions for all of these wonderful classes that we've created. Then we have tank. Tank is focused on protecting your allies, giving resistance buffs, giving them invincibility, maybe taking on extra damage, aggroing mobs, stuff like that. So you have your knight, you have a lycanthrope, which just has a lot of transformation ability. This one's one of the ones that I'm most excited to design, because his entire gimmick is that he's able to transform into different mobs. So he can transform into a goat to have a charge attack, or he'll transform into a guardian and then he deals massive damage to mobs that hit him and he has a laser attack. Or maybe he'll transform into a slime and then he can take a lot of damage and he splits up into little slimes whenever he takes damage. You have the artificer, which has a bunch of golem making related abilities, and the paladin, which is all about doing the invincibility protections, whereas the knight is slightly different because he's mostly focused on having lots of health and taking on the aggro of mobs. Next you have duelist. Duelists are like your snipers. They're sort of meant to do single target heavy DPS. So of course you have an arbalist, which is just a fancy word for saying a guy who uses a crossbow. So yeah, and you'll notice that the attack bar is pretty much maxed out for all of the duelists, because that's their whole thing. You got the assassin for your classic rogue backstab damage guy. You have a barbarian, very slow, heavy hits, the front line hitter for duelist, and a warlock, magic themed kind of guy for that. Then we have support. These guys are all about healing and giving, buffs and helping take away negative effects, stuff like that. So yeah, and they especially tend to use this little purple line that really can't be well used by any of the other classes, because they're all about just giving effects. And so it's kind of like the magic catch-all be-all. Necromancer is going to be fun. It's basically the summoning class out of everything, because some of the other classes like the druid or the hunter, they have like little, or artificer, all of them have one-time summons. I think the artificer is special because it has 2 different summoning options. It can summon a snow golem or an iron golem. Oh my goodness, so many options. The necromancer is out here summoning like 13 mobs all at once. A lot of fun. I look forward to playing him. I tend to play summoner style whenever I play different RPGs, because I don't like to be on the front lines. It's not my style. I like to just summon things to go do all the dirty work for me. And Sculptist, which I think is going to be a very fun one. I don't know. I'll let you play him. You notice the premium thing right here, once the server is fully released, yes, these premium classes will cost money. I don't plan on trying to make them overpowered or anything. I really do hope that with the help of my friends, anybody else who's willing to help me during the open beta, to balance all the classes. I don't want there to be a pay-to-win style. I'm really trying to avoid pay-to-win. But gotta make money, keep the server up, and just different play options, play style options. I think having a bit of a paywall isn't the worst thing. So yeah. Oh, and then finally control. They're really focused on manipulating the battlefield. So like, stun locking enemies or freezing enemies or stuff like that to be able to just sort of control the battlefield. So Druid will lock enemies down by entangling them in vines or something. Hunter has tons of traps, and stun lock. So you guys get the idea. So yeah, that is the class select menu that we've come up with and all the wonderful digital art that I've been spending my time doing. Thank you all for checking out.